Tom Girardi found guilty of wire fraud. It wasn't a hard decision, juror says. A federal court jury in Los Angeles found Tom Girardi, once a legal titan and now a disgraced former attorney, guilty Tuesday of wire fraud for leading a years-long scheme in which he embezzled tens of millions of dollars. The verdict concluded a 13-day trial in which prosecutors elicited emotional testimony from former clients, including a burn victim and a widow whose husband died in a boating accident, employees of the now-closed law firm Girardi Keese, and an outside attorney who struggled to get a woman the settlement money she'd been granted. Girardi, 85, had been on trial on 4 counts of wire fraud. He was found guilty on all 4. The jury deliberated for roughly 4 hours before delivering a verdict. Girardi, in the same gray blazer he'd worn throughout the trial, swiveled back and forth in his chair as he waited to hear his fate. Sentencing is set for December 6. Girardi will remain free until then. Staten said he is neither a danger to the community nor a flight risk. Outside the courthouse, juror Miguel Lopez told the Times the jury believed Girardi was guilty because all the evidence was there. He said jurors relied on that evidence, and it wasn't a hard decision. Mr. Girardi got old, and he got sick, and he lost his mind, Deputy Public Defender Charles Snyder told the jury on Monday. Snyder argued that Girardi was running the firm in name only and called it a weekend at Bernie's situation in which partners at the firm were propping him up to keep the party going. He has mental problems, but it just started right now, Lopez said about Girardi. It wasn't from before. But it remained unclear how out of it Girardi really was, as he jotted down notes on a yellow legal pad while witnesses testified for the prosecution. At times, Girardi appeared to be trying to direct his lawyers, handing one of them a paper he'd written on before he took the stand. During the news conference Tuesday afternoon, Estrada acknowledged the influence Girardi had with other lawyers and judges. Girardi's defense lawyers laid the blame for the massive fraud at Girardi Keese on the firm's longtime chief financial officer, Chris Camone, accusing him of stealing more than $50 million. Camone is also charged with wire fraud in connection with the theft of client money, along with a separate case in which he is accused of embezzling funds from the firm to finance the purchase of homes and a $20,000 per month payment to his girlfriend. This was Mr. Camone's scheme, Snyder said in closing arguments. This was absolutely not Girardi's fraud. Saldana's son later died. Her family never received an outstanding $1 million they were owed. Girardi faces another trial in 2025 in Chicago on charges that he and others at the firm stole payouts made by Boeing to families whose loved ones died in an Indonesian plane crash.